Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be upgrading my son's gaming computer so that he can stream. We're going to be going with a Ryzen 5 3600 and an ASUS B450 Strix motherboard to go along with the GTX 1660 Ti. So a little bit of a backstory on his computer. He did have an i7 6700K with an ASUS Maximus motherboard and a GTX 970. A few months back the motherboard seemed to have some issues. I'm not real sure yet exactly what it is. Now I've narrowed it down to either the motherboard or the CPU. The problem is that I don't really want to spend $200 to $300 on trying to figure out which one it is. So it could end up being that they just end up being part of the backdrop from now on. So instead of going around and spending around $200 to $300 to replace the motherboard or the CPU, again trying to test to figure out which one it is, I decided to just go ahead and go Ryzen. It just seems like the smart thing to do. In my opinion, if something like this crashes and you're talking like two components that you have to replace, you might as well go ahead and replace those instead of trying to fix something that's several years old. Now we get to keep the RAM, we get to keep the hard drive, we get to keep the power supply, so it's going to be mostly a upgrade of the motherboard and the processor. Now he was also using the GTX 970, but now I have the GTX 1660 Ti on hand from the Dell Optiplex build, so we're going to go ahead and take that from that machine and pop it in his and see the awesome performance gains that we get that way. If you missed that video with the GTX 1660 Ti in the Dell Optiplex, I'll go ahead and link that here so that you can check it out. So let's jump right into it. So there's pretty much two things that make this build pretty special. One, it's going to be the first Ryzen build that I've ever completed and actually kept here. I've done a lot of Ryzen builds, but it's meant for mostly other people. Every build that I've done has been Intel based, so this is going to be the first Ryzen based PC that I've built and actually got to keep. And the only reason why again I'm doing that is because he's going to be doing both gaming and streaming. So the second reason why I think this video is pretty special is that he's going to do most of the building. He's going to do most of the work. I'm just going to be kind of here to coach and help him out if he gets stuck with anything. Both of my boys have been pretty interested in working with computers and building them, so they both know a little bit about it. But this is going to be his first PC that he's ever actually built where he's actually gotten in and he knows the components. He's actually getting to where he knows the models and all of that stuff, so it's going to be pretty special to sit back and watch him do this. So I'm going to do a time lapse of the entire build. You may see me jump in from time to time if he needs help or if he's got any type of questions. Once we get it finished, we'll go ahead and get it set up. We'll run it through some games, see how it performs. So if you're thinking about purchasing this exact configuration with the Ryzen 5 3600 and the GTX 1660 Ti, you'll see exactly what kind of performance you can expect. So let's just jump right into the build and get this thing started. Really solid performance out of that combination with the Ryzen 5 3600 and the GTX 1660 Ti. That is a very good 1080p card. All right guys, so that wraps up this video. Another PC build in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, you think you did a great job, go ahead and hit that like button. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and we'll see y'all in the next video.